Let's switch to the blocks editor. And let's look at how we're going to change how we talk about the forum. Instead of just a list, we're going to switch to dictionaries. So let me just illustrate this with a couple of blocks. Okay. So the top here is what we would have in our original version, where we have a list and each of these would be separate messages within the forum. We're going to switch over to a dictionary where each of these items become a key. So the topic's key will be the topic itself. The value will then be a list. So the value will be a list of all the replies for that particular topic. So for instance, the first one, this is a forum message about diet. It has the original post and then a reply. The second one is a topic with just the single post. No one has replied yet. And then this one has 4 different replies, or the original topic and 3 replies. So this is how we're going to switch things up a bit for this second version. So the first thing I'm going to do is, instead of an empty list, I'm going to make this an empty dictionary. And I'm going to make a new variable, which is forum item. And that will be a list. So the forum item will be all the posts related to a particular topic that will then become a value in the dictionary. So now we can get rid of these. Let's delete, and we'll delete this. And I'm going to add one more variable. I'm going to call it current topic. And I'm going to initialize it to a blank string. We will need to keep track of the current topic when we are allowing a user to reply. So we'll just set up that variable right now. Okay, now let's go back and look at where we might have to adjust because we've changed forum to a dictionary. So let's actually go back all the way to the top of our code and just take a look through. So here is one area in CloudDB update. This is fine where we set the forum to the value. However, the elements of item list view, so these are all the topics, we really just want to show the keys. So let's go to dictionaries and do get keys. So we're going to get keys of the value. So just the keys we want to display as topics. And then the other place will be down here in forum screen initialize. And noticing now we actually had a mistake here. Forum users is a dictionary, and now we've added the forum to be a dictionary. So the default value, if it's not there, should be also a dictionary. So we're going to add a create empty dictionary for that. And I'll copy and paste that, and we'll replace both of those, value if tag not there, to create empty dictionary. And just going through, I'm pretty sure at this point, this will be the other big place where we're going to change, but we have a bit of work to do there. So let's skip that for now. Login has to do with users, login button. All of these really have to do with logging in. So I think for now we're good. So now I think we should go back and check out our submit entry button. And what we need to do is replace this add items to list, because we are now going to be dealing with a dictionary. So we are going to go to dictionaries and we will do a merge again. So we will be merging into the dictionary. The dictionary will be the forum, and a new entry into this will be a dictionary where the key is the topic. So let's do another make dictionary. And it's only going to be 1, so we're going to remove 1. And so let's see, the key is going to be the topic. So the topic will be our topic subject text box. And the value is going to be a list. So let's make a list. And again, only one item in the list because we're just making a single entry. And what that is going to be is the body. So let's move this over a little to see the full thing. We will merge into the dictionary, which is the forum, and we're going to add a new dictionary with a key as this topic, the new topic, and the value will be a list containing the body. And what I'm also going to do here is, instead of checking if body text box is empty, let's check that the topic subject is not empty. Now remember, with our entry button, we have the possibility of either a new entry or replying to an existing topic. So let's go back to the designer. So with the new topic, we're going to have the topic text box visible as well as the body. With the reply, we only want the body. So let's go back to the blocks. And for a new entry button, we want to add topic subject text box visible. We want to set to true. Let's copy this. We're going to duplicate it. And with the reply button, we're going to do the same thing, except we want to set this to false. So those are the two possibilities. And the only difference is the topic subject text box will be visible for a new entry and it will be hidden for a reply. Let's go back to the submit entry button.click event and let's figure out how to distinguish between whether we are creating a new topic or we are creating a reply to a topic. So we want an if then else block, and this will go into the then. So what we want to see is if the topic subject is visible. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to make this visible. So if the topic subject is visible, that means that we're creating a new topic. And now let's think about the else situation. So that's when we are replying to a topic. How are we going to get there? It's going to happen when a user clicks on an item in the list view, and then that will trigger the after picking event. We need to look at the list view, so our item list view, which will contain all of our topics. And what's going to happen is the user will choose a topic, and once they choose it, we want to display all of the current replies to that particular topic. So we're going to actually need a variable for this. I'm going to drag out and initialize and call it current topic. And I'm going to initialize it to a blank text block for now. And remember that we also made that new variable forum item, which will be the list of replies for the forum topic. So when the user chooses a topic, we're going to set current topic to be whatever was chosen from the list view. So that's our item list view selection. Let's move these things over so we can see them a little bit better. Okay, so we've set the current topic to the item list view selection. Then we want to set our forum item to be that list, right? So it is our forum item, and this is going to have to use the get value for key. The value will be the item list view selection again, so the current topic. The dictionary will be our forum. And instead of not found, we actually want to have it return an empty list if there's nothing there. Next, we're going to set our replies list view elements. So this is our second list view that we created, which is just for replies. That's going to be set to forum item, which is our list, correct? So let's set item list view visibility to false. And then let's duplicate that and set the replies list view to true. So we're hiding the full list of topics and showing our list of replies. And now that we're in the reply view, we want to enable the reply button. So let's set reply button enabled also to true. And our topics label we want to also be set to our topic. So I'm going to duplicate item list view selection, and so at the top of that arrangement we'll have the topic as our label. Let's now go back to the submit entry button.click and handle the else situation, which will be a reply. First thing is, let's add another if. And similar to for the topic, we want to tell if the body text box is not empty. So I'm going to duplicate this and change topic subject text box to body text box.text. So as long as there's something in the body, we know that we can then store it. So the forum item is a list. So what we want to do is add this new reply to the list. So we're going to add item to list. The list will be forum item, and the item will be the body text box, right? So we're adding this new item to our forum item. Then we need to update that entire topic in the topic dictionary. So we're going to set value for key. The key will be our current topic. The dictionary will be forum. And we want to set it to this forum item list. Right, so the key again is the topic, and then the value is the list of replies for that topic. Now that we've updated the forum, we want to go back and store this in CloudDB. So we're going to store tag will be diabetes forum, and the value to store will be forum. So copy and paste that in there. Let's now update the replies list view elements to this forum item. Move this up here a bit so we can see it better. Let's clear out the text boxes. So we're going to just set the text for these two to be a blank. I'll duplicate this and do the same for the body. So let's just clear those out. Let's also make sure that we've got the arrangement. So our arrangement, entry arrangement, we want to change its visibility to false. So let's hide this once they've submitted it. And let's duplicate that and set the forum arrangement visibility to true. So we'll be back to the forum arrangement, and then let's make sure that the item list view visibility is false. And let's duplicate that and make sure that the replies list view visibility is true. So we'll add an item to the list of replies, and then we'll display that again, and hopefully that should work. The last thing we want to do is for the reply button, when the user clicks, we want to set the subject label to equal the current topic. So when the user clicks, the topic will appear at the top. We are at a point that I believe we can test. However, we have to remember that we have switched our forum from what was a list to a dictionary. So let's clear out what we currently have. We can do that by using CloudDB and clear tag. And the tag that we want to clear is the forum. So we're going to type in diabetes forum. We can leave the users because that hasn't changed. Now, in order for this to run, we need to be connected to the emulator. So I'm going to reset, connect to emulator. Now that we're connected, we can use the do it command. And the do it command will actually execute whatever blocks we choose to do it. So now our CloudDB should be cleared. Let's check that by going back to our emulator. Remember, we want to go back to screen 1 to start fresh, so let's do that. So I'm going to go back to emulator, community forum, and I'm going to log in using Karen test, as we did not delete that from CloudDB. Okay, so we've successfully logged in and we don't have any topics at this point. Let's add a new topic. Eating healthy is my topic, and I need advice with my diet. Okay, so eating healthy shows up as a topic, and if I click on it, I need advice with my diet. So eating healthy is the topic, and we have one item there. Let's hit reply. Okay, eating healthy is my topic and the body we want to enter. So here is some advice for you. So if we hit submit, great. So we've got the topic and we've got our two items here. One thing though I've noticed again is we're here, we don't have a way to get back to our list of topics. So we need to add a new button to do that. In addition, we need a home button. Remember, so we need to be able to get back to our original screen. So let's go back to the designer. I'm going to add a button, and I'm going to add this here in my arrangement with my other two buttons, and I'm going to name this topic list button. This will take us back to the list of topics if we're in a state where we can't get back. So let's just change the background. I'm going to change that to blue, and I'm also going to change the text color to white. Let's change it to say topic list, and let's set the font size for that to 18 to match the other two. And then finally, let's add our home button, and I'm going to put that right at the bottom where it is in the other ones. I'm going to rename it home button, erase the text, and update the image to our home, and then set the width and height both to 50 pixels. Let's switch back to the blocks editor and code both these buttons. Okay, so let's start with the home button. We know how to do that. So that is just going to be a closed screen, just like with the medical info screen. And for the topics list button, we'll do topic list button click, and let's think about what we want to happen there. We want to make sure that forum arrangement is visible. I believe it already will be, but let's just be on the safe side. And let's make sure that the entry arrangement is not visible. And we also want to make sure that the item list view is visible, because that is our list of topics. And let's duplicate that and set the replies list view to false. Let's go back and test this. I'm going to go back just to make sure to my screen one, always starting fresh. So community forum, I will log in. Okay, so now I've got my forum topics. If I click on eating healthy, I can hit topic list. It will go back to my topic list. I could go back here and reply, and let's say here is additional advice. Okay, here's additional advice. Then I might say go back to the topic list. I've got one topic. Let's make a new topic. Let's look for some medical advice. I need help finding a doctor. I live in Boston. Can anyone help me? All right, so I need help finding a doctor now shows up as a topic. One problem here is eating healthy is remaining as our subject label here. So we really need that to change back to topics. So let's go back and look at our code for this. So the first thing is when the user clicks this topic list button, we do want to set the topics label text to be the word topics, right? Let's go back and check if that fixes our problem. So let's go to topic list. So now it's topics. Let's do a new topic. Let's say we need support for my daughter. My daughter is newly diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Okay, that looks good. Let's click on here and let's do a reply. I can help you with finding a doctor. Okay, and let's go back to the topic list. Here's our list of topics. I think that's working, and let's just try the home button to make sure that works. And here we are, we're back there again. Let's log in. It looks like I originally had it as forum topic, so let's just change that here. Forum topics. So let's go to topic list. If I click on this, topic list, back to forum topics. Okay, I think we've got this working.